Hi, I thought I'd take a few moments today on this wet, dreary day to talk about how precipitation data are used in AERMOD. There's actually two ways that you can use precipitation data when running AERMOD. The first has to do with wet deposition. Typically when you run AERMOD, you're calculating pollutant concentrations, a mass per volume in the air. But you can use AERMOD to calculate pollutant deposition, which is massive pollutant depositing on the ground, mass per area. In the case of running wet deposition modeling, you do need the precipitation data to do that kind of modeling. Precipitation data also come into play when you're running air surface. Air surface is one of the preprocessors for AERMOD. It calculates surface characteristics that are used by AERMET, which is the preprocessor that makes the meteorological data. It can be kind of confusing. When you're running air surface, one of the decisions you have to make is whether or not the data you are processing are wet, dry, or average surface moisture characteristics, moisture conditions. And the way you make that determination is by looking at the precipitation data you have for that given year and comparing it against 30-year climatological data. Back in the 1930s, the meteorological community decided that a 30-year set of data are long enough to characterize an area's climatological conditions. So you take your year's worth of precipitation data and you compare it against that 30-year average. If your yearly precipitation data is greater or equal to the 70th percentile of those climatological data, the data you're processing are characterized as wet in air surface. If they're less than 30% or the 30th percentile of the climatological data, they'd be characterized as dry, and in between they'd be characterized as average. So those are the two ways that you can use precipitation data when running AERMOD, wet deposition, as well as the processing of air surface. So that's your modeling moment for the day. Hope you stay dry today, and remember that modeling is a tool. Use it to your advantage.